Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here, traveling with Bruce. How's it going today? Welcome to my show. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Friday. To each and every one of you, I welcome you here. I hope you're having a good day today. I hope you're getting ready for a nice weekend. Just pardon me while I set up the last of my electronics here. Here we go. There we go. Got something to show you guys. See if you can see that all right. Take a look at this. This happened a little while ago today. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, there it is, 17,000. Yes, thank you everybody for your support of my channel out there. That is fantastic. Another milestone has been hit for the TWB family, and thank you each and every one of you that are a part of it. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and come on in, pile into the pile that's already here. Fantastic. 17,000. As a matter of fact, right now, 17,021 a few minutes ago. So we've had 21 people join in since we hit 17,000, I think, early this morning. Wonderful. Just tremendous, tremendous growth. And I couldn't be, couldn't be happier. If you've been here a while, you know what this means to me. I love it to see 17,000 subscribers on my channel where I talk about cruise ships 6 days a week with you on the live shows and then my videos. It's great. 18 and a half months of doing this. That's really something. I'm really excited and just humbled by it. Thank you one and all. This channel continues to kind of grow right along. It's just amazing. Welcome to Friday, March the 1st, 2019. February's gone, January's gone. We're already into March in this new year. Can you believe how fast time is going by? It is insane. Thank you for popping in here. A couple of bits of news that I'll bring up today. I did a couple of videos today as well. So if you get a chance, check them out. I'll talk about them in a minute, and we'll see what's going on. I know a number of my viewers, a couple of my viewers right now are on cruise ships. Excuse me, they're on cruise ships right now. Tom Henry and Paul Wilgus are on the Norwegian Dawn. They're down in I think St. Thomas today. As a matter of fact, I think they tried to call me. They tried to call me today on the phone, and I saw this number coming in. My phone rang. I'm looking at this number, and it's like a 1-800 number. I don't answer 1-800 numbers. I don't know about you guys. With all the ridiculous phone calls that come in all the time from I just don't. If I don't know who it is, I don't answer unless I see an identification. And it wasn't an identification. I didn't take the call, but it went to voicemail, and they left me a voice message. They are there. They're having a great time, and they wanted to say hi. So sorry I missed you guys, but what can I say? If you'd have given me a heads up that you're going to call, maybe through a Facebook Messenger thing or something, I would have taken it. But what can I say? Also, Nurse Nancy, she is on the Carnival Horizon, I think. And she posted photos today on the Facebook group page for Traveling with Bruce, as has Tom Henry been posting as well. Those of you who are regulars of mine, we have I have a Facebook group page called Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's, like traveling here. If those of you who don't, come on by to Facebook, look up the search bar Traveling with Bruce. You'll find the group page. Ask to join. And I'll be more than happy to let you come on in. If you're a real person, not a robot, I'll let you in. And you'll see the photos that have been posted of a whole bunch of my viewers who are going on cruise ship vacations, and news about cruise ships, and pictures of cruises gone by, and you name it. There's all kinds of stuff. We hang out there, and it's pretty good. And I invite any and all of you to come on by to the Facebook group page and join in. We have a lot of fun there. So thank you for that. Thanks for all your support for this channel, for sharing or sharing my videos, distributing them through social media, through your friends on Facebook and any other social media sites you operate. Thank you for that. Thank you for the thumbs ups on my videos. Thank you for thumbs ups on these live telecasts. They mean a lot. They work tremendously well for the growth of the channel, as evidenced by 17,000 subscribers already. Thank you for those of you who are looking at TWB merchandise. This entire RedBubble site that I have for my T-shirts and on all the other items has been redone in the last week by Jennifer. If you get a chance, click the RedBubble link that you'll find on the homepage of this channel, or under this picture of me. There's in the description. There's a link to it. Check it out if you get the time. You'll scroll around in there. You'll see all the different logos available. We've redesigned somehow. They look a little bit. We've redesigned some of the items that are available. We'll be making more changes and upgrades to all kinds of stuff. So a whole bunch of the coffee mugs look different now, and some of the cell phones things look different, and some of the T-shirt designs look different. Jennifer has been working away, figuring out how RedBubble works and how we can make our logos even more presentable. And boy, it's getting better all the time. I'm excited. Thank you also to some of you are picking up some merchandise on Amazon through my affiliate link. I cannot thank you enough for doing that for me. Those of you who you don't know, I have an affiliate link through Amazon. It's just down below here. If you click on that, you get right into the homepage of Amazon. If you buy anything on Amazon for your own account or your boss's account, that would be better. A royalty comes to me because I brought you there through the affiliate link. That's all it is. It's just bringing you through the front door. I'm like your greeter. Hello, welcome to Amazon today. What can we show you? And then off you go, buy whatever you want. And royalty is earned by traveling with Bruce on any purchases made by folks coming in. And I cannot thank you enough for that support too. Thank you also for those of you who make donations to my channel, and also those of you who are on Patreon. At the end of every month, Patreon does the monthly pledges, and I get a monthly pledge from a number of people who are Patreon supporters of my channel. Thank you for that too. I really, really appreciate it. Keeps me on the air. I am a full-time YouTuber. I don't have any other day job. This is it. This is my day job, and it keeps me going. So thanks for all of your support. All right, let's talk about some news of the day that I came across. I made a couple of videos about the news of the day. The first piece of news that came out, I noticed this actually happened late yesterday, probably after or just after, as I was on the air or after I got off the air. The Carnival Victory cruise ship. She's now based out of Miami, and the ship runs a series of 3- and 4-day cruises from Miami to Cozumel and the Caribbean. In this particular voyage, she had been in Cozumel. Today is Friday, so this would be Wednesday. She was in Cozumel. Thursday, yesterday, was a sea day for the ship to return back to Miami, to her home port. And in the afternoon, Eastern time, the ship experienced a power loss, a propulsion loss, and everything, all electricity, air conditioning, toilets, water, kitchens. The ship was dead in the water. She was dead in the water, and passengers were obviously concerned, wondering what had happened, what was going on. The ship just sort of sat in the Gulf of Mexico, and it was off the northern coast of Cuba at the time. Apparently, after a certain amount of time, I'm not sure if it was an hour or two, but eventually the ship was able to restore her electronics, and the passengers now had running water. The plumbing worked again, so you can go to the bathroom. The air conditioning came on. The kitchen staff was able to get back to doing what they do. All the lighting worked again. But then a few hours after that, finally, propulsion was restored as well. And so the ship could now move and work her way back to Miami. And apparently they were saying that the ship was reaching speeds of over 20 knots last night in an effort to make up time for the delay to get back to Miami. And this morning, she did return to Miami as scheduled, and folks were able to disembark, and new passengers, I'm assuming, are doing the embarkation process, and she'll be heading out. She's probably heading out to sea now. This brings up the topic we come across from time to time. The ship that we're talking about, the Carnival Victory, was built in 2000. She is almost 20 years old, and the ship is scheduled to go into dry dock for a $200 million redo, similar to what the Carnival Triumph is getting done shortly, I think next week, as a matter of fact. This Victory, the Carnival Victory, will go in for a 38-day refurbishment in Cadiz, Spain, and when completed, she will be renamed the Carnival Radiance, and there will be a whole bunch of new features added to the ship. What I don't know, what I cannot tell you, is I don't know if any of the work that is expected to be done on the ship will have anything to do with the propulsion or engine systems on board her. I would like to think so. I'd like to hope so. But I don't know if new generators or if new electronics or if new propulsion systems are being upgraded or added to the ship as part of this rebuild. I'm aware that a lot of the work being done is for the hotel department, for the on deck, the upper deck work. A lot of new features for guests to enjoy. The ship is getting a major remake. And I will also say that another ship had been redone a few, what in the last year or so, under the similar arrangement here, about $200 million due. And that ship ran into technical problems this past, past summer, fall, well, 4 or 5 months ago. Even though it had a $200 million refurbishment, it still had mechanical problems at sea in the Caribbean last fall. Now the Triumph is going in, and then in 2020, the Victory is supposed to go in. Now the question I have is, well, the Victory had a power loss, total shutdown of everything electronic and mechanical yesterday in the Gulf of Mexico, just north of Cuba. We are still a year away from the ship going in for its refurbishment. What is going to happen between now and a year from now? Is this ship going to have a series of breakdowns because are the Carnival people running this ship as long and as hard as they can before she goes into dry dock, even though maybe she should have gone in a year ago already? Like, is this being, are they pushing the envelope here? That's I guess I'm not trying to get at. Are they pushing the envelope with these ships that are due for these major refurbishments? Because these aren't, a typical refurbishment is 2 weeks. 40 million bucks, 30 million bucks, for 50 million, but 200 million. The ship cost 200 to 400 million to build in the first place, inflation adjusted. It was a $400 million ship. It's getting a $200 million upgrade. This is serious coin here. A lot of work being done on her. We're going to have to follow this, as I will. I guess I'm kind of thinking here that if people are coming to me, and they do all the time, saying, "Hi, Bruce, how you doing? Love your show, love your channel. By the way, I'm new to cruising. What's the best cruise ship to go on for my first cruise?" And I can understand where first-timers will be very price sensitive with regard to how much they're going to pay for a cruise, because they have no idea what it's like to be on a cruise ship for either 3 days, 4 days, 6 days, a week, longer. And so they want to limit their financial exposure, not take a 6-star cruise line and drop $5,000 for a 1-week cruise per person, not knowing if they're going to even enjoy it. So you might take a chance on a Carnival cruise or on another cruise line, and you might take a 3-day cruise or a 4-day cruise or 5-day cruise and see what it's like. The good news is, if you were looking for a bargain, a good priced cruise that, let's say, is Caribbean based, Carnival got a pile of deals. Carnival has a ton of cheap cruises available that people can take. And the Carnival Victory is one of these ships that is not expensive to go on for a 3-4 day cruise. Even with a balcony, you're still looking at less than 100 a night, maybe 75 a night. Yes, you can spend a lot of money on board the ship. Of course, we all know that. You can get on the ship and then go crazy when you're on it and really drop a ton of money. But if you are looking to take a cruise for the first time and you want to find out if it's for you, you're going to want to be cautious, and you're not going to want to be too expensive on the first go around. So I can see why you wouldn't go on, let's say, the Celebrity Edge and drop $2,500 for a week per person in a balcony. That's $5,000 plus all the add-ons. You might be $7-8 grand for a week on the Edge. I would say a seasoned cruiser, if they know what they're getting and they know how exclusive the ship is at the moment, they'll pay that kind of price for the premium, but they know they're going to enjoy it. For someone who's a first timer, I can see why they'd go on the Victory. The problem is, now you're a first time cruiser And you go on the Victory cruise ship, and she looks old and tired and creaky, and she's mechanically not doing too well, and maybe there's certain parts of the ship not working and roped off. And well, what kind of impression does that leave for a first timer? I was lucky when I went on my first modern day cruise. I'd been on an ocean liner when I was 7 years old. When I was as an adult for the first time on a cruise ship, Jennifer and I were escorted by a couple of friends of ours, a husband and wife, who were friends of ours, who are veteran cruisers, and they've done their homework over the years, and they put us on to the Oosterdam out of San Diego to take a Mexican cruise. At the time, the Oosterdam was 7 years old, so this is 2008. The ship was only 7 years old, and we went on a cruise to Mexico and back, and it was 5-star, perfect all the way. Nothing was out of order. Everything worked perfectly. Now, it could have happened. We could have been on the Oosterdam. We could have had a mechanical problem. Sure, anything mechanical can break down. But in the case of the Oosterdam, it was a relatively fresh ship, not 20 years old, well maintained. Everything was great. So my impression of cruising after coming off the Oosterdam for a week was, I can't wait to get on another one of these. This is fantastic. We had a really good time, had really good food, really enjoyed it. Company was great, and we highly recommend it to anyone. But if you're on one of these 3 or 4 night cruises with Norwegian, or with an older ship in the Royal Caribbean class, or an older ship here with Carnival, or an older ship for another line, are you going to be getting the full cruising experience that those of us who've been around a while know exists? For example, I know some of you are going on the Bliss not too long from now. That's only a year old now, that ship. The MSC the MSC Seaside, a year old, and seems to have solved most of its problem. We know that these ships can be pretty cool. They can be pretty amazing, especially the brand new ones. They've got all the new toys. These 20-year-old ships, they don't have all the old toys, the new toys. They're going to when they refurbish them. But between now and a year from now, the Carnival Victory may be pretty rough for sailing on. Anyway, I just mentioned that as a little aside. What do you think? I've been getting comments on this video from people thinking like I've been thinking, going, don't go on older ships. If the ship is older than 10 years, don't go on it. Maybe that's the way to go. If you're a first-timer, my recommendation, if you're a first-timer, is I think you actually do want to go on a newer ship. I think you want to be on a ship that's 5 years old or newer, because I think you should get exposed to what cruising is about now. I think you should really get a taste for what it's like on a modern day cruise ship with all the modern conveniences. I think you should be on a ship that has wireless internet. I don't think you should be on a ship that has only got the internet cafe set up to get on the internet. I think you should have a cruise ship that is fully wireless, because that's where everyone's going to. The cruise lines are quickly making that happen. I think you should be on a cruise ship with a lot of dining options. I think you should be on a cruise ship with a lot of entertainment options. Now, should you be on a big ship or a small ship? Well, you can go either way. You can't go wrong. Actually, you really can't go wrong. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. There's only an answer for you. And what is it you want from a cruise? That will dictate the kind of ship you're going to go on. So if you've been enamored and been you've been seduced by the advertising by Royal Caribbean and all of the onboard amenities and all the onboard activities you can do on a ship like the Harmony of the Seas or the Symphony of the Seas, I'd take that cruise. I would take a cruise on one of those 2 vessels for sure. But on the other hand, if you're more like my age and you're not interested in the rock climbing wall, you're not interested in the complex water slide systems, you're looking for a cruise where you can just chillax and relax and feet up and take it easy, well, then perhaps the brand new Holland America cruise ship might be the one for you. Or maybe you might look at Carnival, but you'll look at the Cubana suites on the horizon as your first cruise, to kind of get away from the madness of the rest of the ship and be in more of a quiet area. Or first timer, yeah, you might actually take a Viking ocean cruise as a first time cruiser. Look, you got the money, you can do it. I think pretty sure you'd enjoy it. If you're of my age group, I think you'd enjoy it immensely. Anyway, the ship and the individual have to match. but I would recommend you go with newer ships than older ships. Get the experience of the new cruising environment that that the business is headed for, and go from there. But anyway, that's just my thought. I'll have to get your thoughts. Please let me know. If you're new to the show, please say hi to me. Type on in there. Tell us, where are you watching us from? Where are you? Are you in Canada, the USA, Europe? What city are you from, or town? What's your high temperature today? Are you getting spring? Any of you in North America? Are any of you getting any hint of the end of winter, or is it just miserable? Here in Creston, we got some sunshine. We're about 33 degrees. We see a little bit of meltage today, ever so little, but we're going to go a little cooler for a couple of days, and then late next week, by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're into the 40s. On the other side, so we might be breaking out a little bit finally, because we've been in a bit of a cool snap here. Nothing dramatic here in Creston. I am not complaining. I'm not Minneapolis, St. Paul. I'm not Calgary, Alberta. I'm not Thunder Bay, Ontario, where Iskew Park is. We're not getting that kind of weather. Really, really bitterly cold, or our friend Steaming Bean up in northern Saskatchewan. We have nothing like that here. But it's been cool for us, and we're getting a bit of a break. Now, the hope is for me and for you is that it's going across the board. Is it going to reach all of North America? So let me know how you're doing on that. And if any of you received an ad today watching my channel, let me know who's advertising to you. Other news, one more news item for you. I just caught this about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. I put a video out on this as well. This is all about Holland America. A little press release came out. Not too much fanfare about this one. But it was picked up, and I caught it and read up on it. And the deal is that Holland America, the official announcement is that Holland America is trying to minimize food wastage on cruise ships. Now, those of us who watch, if you watch me regularly and if you've cruised a few times, we have heard this before. We know what this means. We know what exactly what's going. It's always a shoe. The other shoe is going to drop, because the first shoe is we're trying to prevent food wastage on a cruise ship. The second shoe comes just behind that, and that means more money is coming out of your wallet, because never is there a food wastage story coming out and it's going to cost you less money to be on a cruise ship. I've never seen that one before. But the story goes that Holland America has decided for whatever reason, to abandon one of the oldest traditions on the high seas. I guess that's how I'm going to word it. I'm going to say that from the early 1900s and on, cruise lines, cruise ship operators, one way to attract passengers to a ship, whether it was an ocean liner in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, or whether it's a cruise ship today for a trip to nowhere, Miami back to Miami, a trip to nowhere. That's what they called them in the 80s, trips to nowhere. To attract people in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, right up until 15 years ago, at least, maybe 10 years ago, it might have stopped then. It was all about the food. It was all about the food. Forget about where you're going. Yeah, we'll get you where you got to go, of course. But while you're with us, you're going to be treated like royalty. And where we can treat you like royalty is the food, because of our top-notch chefs, our top-notch waiters, our busboys, our restaurants, the captain, the maitre d'. We got the whole thing lined up. You're going to eat well. And even passengers coming across the Atlantic in the 50s, after the Second World War, immigrants, my father and my mother were immigrants into Canada from Germany. They didn't come over first class, baby. There was no way they were coming over. They were coming over tourist class, in steerage. They talked about the quality of the food that they had on the ship coming over the Atlantic, because the ship wasn't a German outfit that was starved after the war and on rations or anything like that. The operator of the cruise line that my parents took were operating out of Italy. And they were able to buy their provisions from the USA and Canada. And so when the ship would be in Germany to take immigrants over to Canada, the food on board was basically all Canadian and American food because they had lined it all up. They bought it over there, brought it with them. It's all in the freezers and the refrigerators, everything down below. They had enough food for 2 weeks, 3 weeks on the ship, but they would only take 5 days each way. So when they got to Germany, they didn't have to worry about trying to buy food in Germany for a cruise ship or for the ocean liner. There was no food to buy in Germany for the ocean liner. Germany didn't have any to spare. That's one of the reasons why parents left Germany in the early 50s, because they were starving, they were hungry, and everyone was still on a ration card. So the food on ocean liners in the 50s was food from North America, where you could get all you wanted because they won the war, you remember? And Canada quickly turned back to a major agricultural producer after the war, as did the USA. And with modern farming methods coming out in the 50s, big time, the yields were really rising. In any event, it was all about the food. You crossed the ocean, and my dad gained weight on the ocean liner from Germany to Canada, and thought, man, I haven't eaten this. I've never eaten this well as an adult before, because he was 22, 23 when he came over. He'd never had this kind of food as an adult. He'd only been an adult for 4 or 5 years. And for 4 or 5 years, going back from 52 was 47. And prior to that, it was the 40s and the 30s. There were no good times, lavish meal spreads available for that generation. Those of you with grandparents, you know what I'm talking about. You heard the stories. Well, going forward now into the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, cruise liners kept it coming. Carnival and Holland America and Princess Cruise Lines and Cunard and P&O and all of the cruise operators, they wowed you with the food, because they knew in 1985, you could afford, if you could afford a cruise in 1985 from San Francisco to Hawaii and back, or you could afford a cruise from Miami to the Caribbean and back, you also could afford a steak dinner in your own house, because in the 70s, the standard of living was higher than it is now. And in those days, my parents, once a week, I know we had a big old roast beef in the oven. I know that the old man, my daddy, he would pick up some T-bone steaks from his favorite butcher in town maybe once every couple of weeks, especially in the summertime, and had the barbecue going in the backyard. And I think about that today, about the size of these T-bones that he would make at the cost of a T-bone today. And I'm looking at going, I don't know if I can afford a T-bone. These things are expensive. In any event, food at home was pretty good if mom and dad knew how to cook. So cruise liners had to outdo that. They had to be 5-star dining, 6-star dining, so that that cruise was so memorable. When they came off that ship and went back home and told all their relatives about the holiday they just had, the first question out of everybody's mouth was, what was the food like on your cruise ship? And in right up until just a few years ago, the cruise lines tried to wow us with the food, because that's what it's about. And unfortunately today, they're blowing it. They're beginning to blow it all up, and they're screwing it up big time with little cuts, little knife cuts that are beginning to happen everywhere. We talk about it all the time. What do we call it? Nickel and diming. The nickel and diming is beginning. We're into it, and they're not coming out of it, and it's getting worse. And so today, Holland America made the announcement that the second entree that you order in the main dining room will cost you $10. Now, I know of couples that go on cruises, have for years, decades, and what you do is the wife orders my wife might order some chicken something dish, and I'll order maybe a steak or something like that, and then we would order a third dish that we would split between us, and that might be lobster tails, or that might be some seafood item, or something else. Who knows? That might have been the steak. I might have seafood. She might have chicken. That might have been something else. It was not uncommon to have a third entree brought to the table, because we're on holidays. It's special. It's the once in a couple of years that we do this. We don't get to go on these cruises every 3 months. These are very occasional things. And the staff on the cruise line is more than happy to bring you a third entree. You want a fourth entree? We'll bring you a fourth entree. Eat, people, eat. Why did the cruise lines do that? Because they could. They're buying food before the cruise even starts. They're negotiating a year in advance for these contracts, by the way. Don't feel sorry for the cruise lines. The cruise lines are negotiating with food providers years in advance of these cruises, and they're holding a big stick, and they're saying to these providers of food, well, you want to sell me beef for my cruise company? Well, I'm the Carnival Corporation. I own Carnival. I own Holland America. I own Princess. I own Cunard. On and on it goes. Now, you want to sell me food? Talk to me about a volume buy. Now, the folks at Carnival will say, no, we don't do it that way. We only buy food for Carnival, and then Holland America buys its own food, and Princess buys its own food. Fair enough. Well, I'm with Holland America. All right, I'm the buyer for Holland America. I've got, what, 12 ships, 13, whatever the number is. It's more than 3. It's a lot of ships. And I run a cruise every week out of various ports around the USA in the wintertime, of course, and I got buying power. Bottom line, that's the answer. I've got buying power. I get better prices than we get at Costco. Like we those of us who shop, we know if you go to your local 7-Eleven and buy a thing of butter, you're going to pay a fortune. If you go to your Safeway store and buy a pound of butter, it's less. If you go to Costco, you might have to buy 4 pounds of butter, but you do the math and it's even less. Cunard or Holland America buys butter at even lower prices because they don't buy 4 pounds at a time. Buying tons of butter at a time, and the dairy outfits are bidding against each other for the business. So don't feel sorry about the food wastage at poor old Holland America. There is no such thing as that worrying them at all. It's not worrying them one iota. It is the bean counter at the head office who is shaving percentage points off the costs of their cruises. And it isn't even percentage points. It is 1/100ths of a percentage point that he's trying to shave off of the cost of their business to impress Wall Street that we are making more money than last quarter. We're on fire. Every 13 weeks, here's our financial report. We're making a ton of money. We're overbooked. We got people lined up to get on cruise ships. We got people buying food at extra prices now because we sucked them in to specialty dining. They actually fell for it. We've got people paying extra money for alcohol that you cannot believe. They're buying drinks for $8, $10, $12 a drink. They're falling for that old scam. We got them every way to Sunday. And now we've come up with another one. We're taking away the free third entree or the second entree per person by charging them $10. But we're calling it an experiment today. The announcement is that this is just an experiment. It's a test. We're just going to test it to see if this does what we hope it'll do. I'm wondering, how do you measure the results of the test? You can't give it like a grade. Like it's not like an A+ or a D-. It's not like one of those tests. What's the test? Well, I think I know what the test is. It's simple. At the end of the quarter, or ever how long you take, you count up how much money is in your cash register, directly attributable to this little scheme right here. And then you also figure out how many entrees you didn't serve to people because they are not going to order the third entree now. That's the plan. And you do the math and you go, well, last quarter over in the main dining room on the Ooster Dam, we had so many entrees eaten. On this quarter, we had fewer entrees eaten, but we also brought in all these thousands of dollars in cash. To me, if I were grading the test, I would call that a pass. As a bean counter, I'd go, this is working. This is working. We are spending less money to buy food, less money to store food, less money to prepare food, less money to serve food. And the food we do serve, we get money for it, more money. That's a win. Let's do this for the entire fleet. That's what's going to happen. Don't think this isn't going to happen. It's going to happen. But the question is, can Holland America tolerate the social media uproar that might come from it? I don't know. Is there going to be a social media uproar? I don't know. I've posted the video. I've had a few hundred views so far. I don't know if I've had certainly haven't had tens of thousands of views on a short video that I made about this thing. But I have a feeling that as the years go by and guys like me get older and the hair gets thinner and the wrinkles get deeper, eventually I'll be drooling in a wheelchair somewhere and I won't be able to take a cruise anymore. And so the old connection to the unlimited food at the dining room, that connection will disappear because we will die of old age. And we are replaced with our kids and our kids' kids who never experienced this before. They never knew. There are cruisers right now who are watching this show and who watch my channel and who are on cruise ships as we speak, who do not know that, you know, if you wanted to, you could order another entree in the main dining room for no extra charge. You know you could do that, don't you? They don't know because the cruise lines aren't bragging about it. They're not gonna promote this. And now with Holland America pulling this little stunt, they're actually going to educate people about it by mistake. But this is the end of an era. It's the beginning of the end of another tradition on the high seas. And yeah, the Holland America people will try to take the high road here and say, well, you know, it's for, we just don't want to waste food. You know, we just don't want to see food being wasted. Do you remember that argument that Carnival made when they were going to institute the a la carte pricing for your children on cruises for room service, when they wanted to charge for the fish sticks and the chicken fingers and the French fries and the hot dog for the room service thing? They wanted to put the menu out there and make you pay for it. You remember that? That was for food wastage. That was the argument. We just want to stop the wastage of food. That's what it was. Yeah, right. That lasted 3 days, and they pulled that one pretty quick because the outrage was beyond what they had even envisioned. They had made mothers angry with that little stunt of theirs. They're going to bring it back, folks. Don't think they're not. They're going to do it. They're going to find a way to slip it in. But Holland America has stepped in here and said, we're going to charge $10 for an extra entree in the main dining room. That's the beginning of the end. You'll soon begin to notice when you go on a Holland America cruise and a Princess cruise and a Norwegian cruise, and all of them, maybe not Virgin Voyages because they've already come out saying we're not going to do that. You're going to notice a menu coming to your table in the main dining room not too long from now. My good viewer, great viewer, Peter Heckema, already sent me a photo on my Facebook page of a menu in the main dining room. He took a photo of it, and it was right there in black and white. On the top of the menu, the top 2/3, were all the selections of the day you could order from the dining room. Down below were other items you could order from the dining room with dollar signs beside them. So if you want a steak, you pay. You want some lobster, you pay. You want the prime rib, you pay. It used to be inclusive. You paid for it. Your cruise covered it. You paid them already for your food. And they buy it in bulk so that they're buying prime rib for what we pay pork chop prices for. All right. When you buy prime rib by the ton as opposed to the ounce, you get a better deal. Even on prime rib or on filet mignon, the cruise lines are buying food at such a cheap price that they do the math, and believe me, they do the math, that on a per passenger basis, they're just going, this is easy. This is so easy. We not only have this great food at cheap prices, we're even charging them extra for this stuff. This is unbelievable. We used to have to give them this stuff. They used to expect a filet mignon on the dining room main menu. They used to expect lobster night. They used to expect prime rib. Now they're just thrilled if we even offer it to them. And now they're paying. And it used to be a specialty dining deal. Used to be $10, $15. That's all it is. It's an extra $15 per person to go into the steakhouse. That's all it is. Just $15. You can have anything in the steakhouse for $15. That was 5-6 years ago. What does it cost you right now to go into a specialty restaurant? The steakhouse on most cruise lines. Can you get in and out of there for under $50 each? I don't think so. I don't think so. How many more restaurants are now a la carte pricing, and you have no idea what the prices are because they won't tell you till you get there? Surprise, surprise. And the prices of the specialty restaurants are quickly beginning to match the price of the restaurants in your hometown. And so not only have you paid the fare to go on the cruise, now you have to pay food prices equal to what you can pay in your hometown at the local steakhouse over here. Wow, have things ever changed? And they're not going to stop. It continues on. The assault on your wallet will continue on until the bean counters realize we've gone too far, or the passengers say, enough. I'm not taking your cruise, because you're giving me a 4-star cruise line at a 6-star price. By the time I figure it all out with the room and the taxes and the drink packages and the specialty dining nonsense and all the other surcharges, I do all the math. I could just go right over here and I could go on a Viking cruise for about the same money. It's all inclusive. Why would I go on a ship with 4,500 people, 1,000 of which are kids or more during spring break, when I could go over here and go on to the Viking ocean cruise line, no children under 18 allowed, everything all inclusive, including all the dining? Why wouldn't I go on Virgin Voyages if I were 50 years old, 45, 50 years old? I go on Virgin Voyages where it's all inclusive. 20 specialty restaurants, no surcharge, no tipping. What? I'll pay it up front. I know what I'm paying for before I even get there. With these 4-star cruise lines, I have no idea what I'm going to pay until I get on the ship or when I'm about to get off the ship. Then I get the final bill. I don't like surprises like that. I hate surprises like that. And I don't think people will enjoy it. I think that's going to shake it up. And we'll have to see how this plays out. Don't forget, while I'm talking to you right now, live and in person, and thank you for joining me, by the way, there are 130 cruise ships on order right now at shipyards around the world for cruise lines. Because the cruise lines are just like any other business. They're trying to make money, as much money as humanly possible. The publicly traded cruise lines are under unbearable pressure from the Wall Street bankers to make more every quarter. And one way to ensure that you can make more, theoretically anyway, keep a new ship coming every 6-8 months. Keep a new one coming out. Increase your offerings of rooms. Because if you can bring more passengers onto your cruise ships every year, that's a natural growth phenomenon right there. Now, if you can get more out of each passenger that you can get on these ships, even better. And these cruise lines are under unbearable pressure to borrow billions of dollars at right now low interest rates to build ships for a business they think will be there in the next 3 to 5 years, because they believe that there'll be 40 million passengers going on cruise ships in 5 years, not the 30 million we're looking at now. And they're under the belief, or they are hopeful, they can get just as much money out of us or more for every minute we spend on these ships. So the pressure is on for the cruise lines to do this. The pressure continues, and we, the public, have to decide how much will we take until we say no more. You're not getting my business. I know of cruisers, people who've been cruising, who are saying to me now, I'm not going on a cruise anymore. It's just not the same. It's not the same. Now, to be honest, these are people in my age or older than I am. And they're looking at the new cruise world, the new cruise existence. They don't like it. They pine for the 90s or the 2000s. They pine for 10 years ago or 20 years ago. That's what they're pining for. That world is gone. That world is gone. It's gone in the airline. It's gone on the train ride. It's gone on the cruise ride. It's gone. It's gone in all-inclusive resorts as well. It's over. It's a new world. It continues on. I accept that. I understand it. I believe in it. I know it. But it might not always work out. And we're going to have to see if there will be down the road someday spectacular financial failures where cruise lines bring out too many ships in too much of a rush, and the passengers aren't there to take them. And now what? We'll have to see how it all works out. But right now, that is the story of the day. Those are my two stories. The Carnival Victory cruise ship mechanically having problems. Is this the beginning of a 1 year of nonsense because the ship is going in for a major redo? Shouldn't it have been done already? And Holland America, the end of a tradition on Holland America, one of the oldest cruise lines in existence, one of the most respected cruise lines out there. People love Holland America. They just love Holland America. And these guys are pulling a stunt like this. Derek Rodriguez, I love you to death. Thank you, Derek Rodriguez. I just saw that. Derek just made a contribution to my channel. Thank you so much. What is going to happen going forward with this policy? Will Holland America pull it off? Will they actually pull this off? I think they could have done it another way. They could have done it without announcing it. They could have just made it a little mention on the menu, on the bottom of the menu. They could have put in a little footnote down where, you know, the menu looks just like the same, except the bottom inch, just a little thing down there, the fine print. And in the fine print, they could have said that, you know, to respect, you know, food consumption and to reduce waste, we would encourage our guests to please order, you know, order one menu item, only one entree item. However, if you wish a second entree item, please accept that we have to charge you a $10 surcharge. They could have gotten away with it without saying it, but they said it, and now it's going out there. I'm curious to see. It came out on a Friday, the announcement, by the way, not on a Monday, it's on a Friday. I'm curious to see how it goes on the internet and on social media in the next week, how this story will it just die? Will it just disappear and just fade away into the ether? Or will it actually catch some legs? We'll have to find out. We'll see. Anyway, there you go. Welcome welcome all to my show, to my channel, to my little spiel today. I hope I haven't bored you with it. Please come by my Facebook group page, Traveling with Bruce, and visit me there. I'd love to have you there. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't, you can subscribe by hitting a button here or a button over there. And if you want to know an update, if you want to get updates about what's going on my channel, there's a little bell icon. It's either down here or down here. If you click on that when you subscribe, you'll get alerts from YouTube that I am going live or I've just uploaded a video. And please do that so you won't miss out on the latest you know, whatever's going on. If it's a mechanical problem, an emergency at sea, ship hitting a pier somewhere, cruise line pulling a stunt like this, trying to hit you for $10 for an extra entree, hit the bell notification icon. You'll be alerted as to what's going on. All right, there you go. D&G, you're welcome, Bruce, for that donation. It's your next Costco trip to celebrate with a chicken bake. You guys are great, D&G. Thank you so much. You guys are fantastic. I couldn't ask for better support from another channel, no less. Thank you guys. You guys are great. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Let's see who's here. Anybody have any questions, comments about what I've been talking about? Please fire away. Let's get on with it. I'm just going to say hi to who's here and then try to catch up with you guys. I see John LeBeau here. He's telling me it's pouring rain in Raleigh today and it's 45 degrees. John, hang in there, buddy. Vivian is here from the UK as always. Welcome, darling. Roger Leonard. Hi, John and Vivian. He's here too. Sylvan Forrest. Bruce. Sylvan is saying hi, Bruce and everybody. 79 degrees in Delray Beach, Florida today. Slight breeze. Gorgeous time for a libation and a cigar. I agree with you, sir. I think that's a good idea for you, although I'm not a cigar smoker myself, but I could see why you'd want to do it. Thumbs ups and hit the subscribe button, everybody, for Bruce. We have 40 thumbs ups for this live show. Thank you very much. 109 of you are here right now. Thank you for joining me. If any of you can spare a thumbs up for this poor old creator, I would love it. Thank you very much. Who else is here? Roger Leonard, Delaware, dreary, 37 degrees. Gas is going up to 29. What's the best time to visit the UK? Roger wants to know from Vivian. Sylvan, dinner tonight is salmon in a puff pastry with hollandaise sauce, Brussels sprouts, and rice pilaf. Should be cruise ship main dining room food. That's that good. God bless you. It is. I believe you there. Vivian, about late April or May when blossoms are out and everything comes alive for summer. That's the best time to come to the UK. Fantastic. Real cheese here, says Roger Leonard. That's what I'm having. Would that also be the dry season, Roger wants to know. Adam Chatoyak. Hey, Bruce from Minnesota. Guess what? We are getting more snow again because we're running low on it. Gas is running $2.38 a gallon, and we are having a heat wave of 10 degrees Fahrenheit. No ads today. Unbelievable, Adam. It's winter. It's the heart of winter. What can I say? But, you know, hockey season is over in 4 to 6 weeks. That's when the playoffs start, and things break when the playoffs start. So hang in there, buddy, and hopefully your team will make it. You're on the cusp of making it to the playoffs this year. Hang in there, Adam. True Janie Sue. Hello, everybody. Upper 70s, partly cloudy here in West Texas. Tomorrow will be 20 degrees cooler. Oh, no. Oh, no. According to our forecast, gas today, $2.15 a gallon, hoping it doesn't keep going up. True Janie, upper 70s today. That's incredibly warm for you. I think more like 50s will be normal, but still, yeah, I take it, True Janie. I would take it. Carol Montgomery, hi, Bruce, and all. Carol and Brittany are listening in. Fantastic, Carol. Brittany, welcome. Vivian, oh, Roger, that's funny. Not often we get dry season. Last summer was exceptional weather-wise. Usually it's kind of wet-ish, but warmer rain than winter. Laugh out loud. It's a warmer wet. Oh gosh, Roger, a UK cruise is on the to-do list. I am Welsh. Vivian, oh, what part of Wales? Roger, no idea. Family came from to the New World in 1693, so it's been a while since they've gone back. Holy moly, something to look into though for sure. Vivian, oh, laugh out loud. Thought you meant you lived in Wales. Oh well, yeah, you can get a cruise that goes around the UK and Scotland for sure. Carol, the Brittany being referenced as Brittany Lockwood. I figured that. Brittany, welcome, and Carol, welcome as well. Linda Lou, hi everybody. Roger, that's the plan, maybe 2022 or 23. Hi, Linda Louie says, Vivian, nice one, Roger. You will enjoy this cruise for sure. The Woodford Reserve is out tonight, says Roger. Right on. The wine is out there. Vivian is wanting to know, would you fly to the UK? And we'll see what he says. Or Peter Heckema, hi, Bruce and all. 76 degrees in Tarpon Springs today. Here's wishing everybody a happy weekend. Thank God it's Friday. Thank you, Peter, and for all your support. As always, glad you're here. And you're enjoying the weather down there. I can imagine 76 degrees. Tracy Dunlop, hi, Bruce and all. 80 in the Naples today. Beautiful day. Glad the trouble on the Victory didn't happen when we were on it. Got off it on Monday. I missed it by a week. There you go. Catherine, happy Friday. All 29 in New York and expected light snow. QuickBooks ad today, she says. Very interesting. They're paying bills. They're helping me pay bills. Roger Leonard, not sure. Like to do Scandinavian countries too. He's saying, Vivian, if so, fly to Heathrow, then train to Southampton. Get on a ship from there from the British Isles, for the British Isles. Sylvan Forrest, Booking.com ad just ran here. He says, Peter Heckman, congratulations on going over 17,000 subs. We did it, folks. Thank you, everybody. Paul Wilson, hello, Bruce and everybody. Hi, Paul. Vivian, oh, Tracy, 80 degrees. Oh, gosh, she can only dream of that. Linda Lou, hi, John LeBeau. Paul Wilson, I'm finally heading home to Colorado. Right on, Paul. Roger Leonard, Aviation Institute of America was today's ad. Maybe they don't know that it's a cruise channel. Well, of course, you got to fly to a cruise ship, I guess, or fly from a cruise ship sometimes. Sylvan, 17,000 subscribers. Congrats. You so deserve it. Nice shirt. That one looks great on you, my friend. Thank you, sir. I do love this design. The sextant is just gorgeous. Nurse Nancy has on this shirt in black on the Facebook group page today. She's posting photos of her wearing this shirt on her portico. They look fantastic. These shirts just came out so nicely. Cat Rose, woot woot. Eric Gibbons, almost 1,000 subscribers a month. Congratulations. Yeah, I didn't start out that way, Eric. I hit number 1,000 February the 17th, 2018. And I've been on the air for, what would that have been, 7 months. 7 months to get the first 1,000. And what would that be then? I can't do math in my head right now. I'm having trouble here. 19 months to do the other 16. It's unbelievable. Is that even right? Or is it 9 months? 9 months to do the other 16. Just incredible. It's been a run, Eric, an unbelievable run here. Williams Travel and Cruise Adventures. Sam and Dell TV. Dell here. Hello. Hey, Dell. How are you? How's it going, buddy? Tracy, congratulations, Bruce, on 17. Janie Gardner, oh dear, we are scheduled to go on Victory on the 18th or on the 8th. On the 8th, you're on the next cruise next week. You should be okay. I doubt they're going to have continual, but you never know. You got to keep me posted, Janie. You let me know. Sylvan, I have to check out the new RedBubble store. I'm certain Mrs. Jen did a wonderful job. Sylvan, she worked days and days and days on it. On some of the logos, you won't see any difference. On some of them, you'll see all kinds of differences. So, yeah, you get the chance. Check it out, you guys. Ed Tolson from New York. Hello, Bruce and everybody. Hope everyone is doing well today. He is in the Bronx. Welcome, Ed, and welcome to Friday. Jeff Thomas, thumbs up your way, Bruce. Thank you, Jeff. Jeremy G, happy Friday, everybody. Mini vacay at Palm Springs, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. You're killing me, man. That's a beautiful place. It's a gorgeous place. I'm just glad you got 73 degrees going because it wasn't that nice a few weeks ago down there. It was a bit cooler. We are up to 53 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. They're coming on. Cat Rose, Pluto TV ad. Steve Turner, gas, 344 in lovely Northern California. Welcome, Steve. Cat Rose, 56, but feels like 57 here in Sacramento. Welcome, Cat Rose. Jeremy G, way to go, Bruce. Thumbs ups to you. Frank Ingrazia, hi, all. Frank from Texas. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the show. Wendy Thompson from Ocala, Florida. Hi, everybody. Hi, Bruce. How you doing, Wendy? Kelly Haston. I've forgotten where you're from, Kelly. I'm just, sometimes I get on a roll and sometimes I just lose it. Hi, Kelly, and welcome back. Wendy Thompson, Lake Tahoe was my ad. Lake Tahoe. Vivian, that's my favorite T-shirt you have on there, Bruce. Thank you. Bill Musselman. Hi, Bruce. Hi there, Bill. Wendy Thompson, has anyone done the key program on Royal Caribbean? Is it worth doing? She wants to know. Anybody got an answer for that? Carl Peterson. Hi, Bruce, and everyone in the TWB family. Carl, welcome back, buddy. Janie, and I'm going on the Victory on the 8th. You're going, and that's all there's to it. Lynn White, Navigator of the Seas now. Super nice, renovated balcony stateroom. This is great news. I got somebody on that ship. Pool deck is awesome. New Mexican fresh food next to the pool. Fantastic. The moved smoking section to a tiny spot on deck 12. That's the only bummer of the whole thing. I suspect you're a smoker, but okay, I understand, Lynn. Lynn, thank you for this update. Do keep us posted on how they are treating you on that ship, how that ship is doing. This is great. I got somebody on board. I think you're on an 8-day cruise or something like that. Am I not mistaken? So please let us know. I'm back on the air, of course, tomorrow, and then Monday as well. This is great stuff. Kimberly Vito, hi Kimberly, how are you? Welcome to my chat and show. Cat Rose, I wonder it happens. Cat Rose, why? True Janie Sue, Lynn, do you know if all the balcony staterooms have been renovated or not? Do you know? Dave Elner, good afternoon, Bruce. Dave, how are you, buddy? Williams Travel and Cruise, wonder if it could be a mini strike with the pay issues bringing what is that? Brad PR to a cruise line. Maybe the employees are fighting back. Just one theory. About a mini strike. Now, Williams, are you talking about the $10 surcharge? I don't. That's not a mini strike. That is going on 4 different cruise ships at the same time. They're doing it on the Neustadt Dam. They're doing it on the Euro Dam, the Zuer Dam, and the Ooster Dam. By the way, did you know, folks? Holland America is charging a $10 surcharge to people on these 4 cruise ships. Do you know where those cruise ships are right now? All 4 of them, North America. The American traveler. They're going after the American traveler for a $10 hit. They're not doing it in Europe. They're not doing it in Asia. They're doing it only in North America, Caribbean and Mexican cruises only. What does that say? I'm kind of wondering. Just thought you should know that. I took a look in to see where those ships were. Good afternoon, Bruce, says Dave Elner. Let me see here. Oh, Jenny, hope ship will be okay for the 8th, says Vivian. Tom Henry, hi, Bruce. And traveling Bruce. Tom Henry, how you doing, buddy? Sorry I missed your call. I got your message, but welcome. Cat Rose saying probably Tom Henry. All the fans, hello from us. Dave Elner, 36 degrees Fahrenheit, regular, 236 a gallon. Thank you, Dave. Vivian, hey, Tom, how are you and Paul doing? Tom Henry, 79 degrees off the coast of St. Thomas right now. Julie Garner, sure, Bruce, keep talking about this, laughing out loud. Don't jinx me, leaving on the March the 8th on Victory. Janie, the more I talk about it, the better the ship will be. They'll have that spick and span for you. I'm sure you'll be all right. Cool Jazz, hello, Tom Henry. How you doing, buddy? Did you get your package? Catherine Hennessy, Tom Henry, hope your cruise is a blast. Cat Rose, 3 days is not long enough. Tom Henry, a great sunny day on the U.S. Virgin Island. Parasailing was terrific. I just finished watching the video. That'll probably take all night to download for all of you on the TWB Facebook page. There you go. If you want to see Tom Henry parasail, you can see it tonight on the Facebook group page. Come on over there and just ask to join. I'll let you in. That'll be great. Cool Jazz, Tom Henry. I enjoyed dinner last night. Vivian, Janie, fingers are crossed for you. Tim Woody, I suspect that a lot of these propulsion power problems, especially on the older ships, is that they have added extra features and have strained electrical systems to the point of failure. Tom, that could be it. You could be right. The other thinking, of course, is that they're approaching 20 years of age, depending on the components and how often they change them out. It could also be that what's happening is that they don't change out components quick enough. They wait for them to fail rather than be on a preventive kind of maintenance. That can be a killer for profits, can really hurt. Janie Gardner, she's laughing. Tom Henry, I should have gotten a pick for you, Cool Jazz, but I didn't think of it till now. La Bistro tonight at 7:30. Tom Henry, found some Park West art for a nice birthday present for Cindy. Vivian, you did parasailing. Oh, Tom, that sounds great. Cool Jazz sounds great. Tom, Vince Sylvan, parasailing and zip lines. You're a braver man than I am, Tom. Love your pictures on Facebook. Enjoy the rest of your cruise. Tom Henry, thanks. Catherine, parasail was easy. The zip lines are more difficult. Cat Rose, Tim, I'm inclined to agree with you. Tom Henry, thanks. Sylvan, I can't wait to post pictures from the Norwegian breakaway September 29. It is so far away yet. Cool Jazz, can't wait to see you at the Soggy Dollar tomorrow. Tom Henry, Cool Jazz, the package was picked up. At least that was real. Laughing out loud. So Tom Henry got the hoodies back. The hoodies he made for the twins and dropped off that were never picked up. He got them back. Cat Rose, oh, Tom. Vivian, only 6 months. Sylvan, I've been counting 10 months for my cruise in April. Cool Jazz, awesome, buddy. At least it was still there. Pretty amazing. Catherine, 90 days until my first cruise. We'll do online check on Sunday. Can't wait. Williams Travel, Tim Woody, I agree. As another theory, they need to reevaluate the timeline for maintenance checks. There you go. That's just what I was saying there. You're right on with. Blaine, where has MG Toe been lately? I do not know. Tom Henry, just me though. Cool Jazz. Paul does not want a chance hurting his back. I tried to find Speedos for the cam, but alas, no luck. Had to order them from Speedo.com. And they'll be waiting for me at home when I get home on Monday. Laugh out loud. Sylvan, what time will you be at Saudi Dollar tomorrow, Tom? I want to enjoy it vicariously with you, if you don't mind. 100% envious here. Adam was here for me to go. Tom Henry, he was mugged and taken by the bad guys. Laughing out loud. Leandro, hi, Bruce. Carnival problem. A blackout can happen in all ships, even on the new one. You're true. It's true, Leandro. It can happen. Cool Jazz. Well, just in time for Bliss Cruise then. Blaine probably has had his wallet stolen, which means identity issues. Tom Henry, the only thing I can tell you is that the speedboat leaves port at 12:30, and if all goes well, I don't remember how long it took us until we got to Soggy Dollar. Tour is 3.5 hours long, and we spent an hour there. Okay. Kelly asked, and Tom, are you going to be wearing those Speedos you ordered? Linda Moore, agree with newer ship for first-time cruisers. There you go, Linda. We're on the same page there. Vivian, more Speedo pics, laughing out loud. Tom Henry, I wish, Kelly, but I have something else I will wear. Hope you'll see the show, laugh out loud. Janie Garner, I like the new ships, but I love the price of older ships. 40 degrees in St. Louis. Thank you, Janie, for that. Good comment, too. Kelly Hassan, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. Cool Jazz, Bruce, what's the story with the Prime Minister? Is he resigning? I don't think so. I don't think the Prime Minister is resigning Canada. He'll have a little rough time of it, but the election's in 6 months. No stopping that. Alistair, Adam, we cruised for the first time last month. P&O have scrapped. We have scrapped grats. The gratuity. They scrapped the gratuities on P&O. That's right. Thank you, Alistair, for that. How did you like your cruise? Did you enjoy it as a first time? Let me know. Tom Henry, did you know that Speedo also sells longer suits? DNG, hello, Bruce and the TWB family. Vivian, laughing out loud, Tom, and on all over one. Adam, I've done only NCL. I love NCL. Tried Sun, was very nice for first cruise. Nothing super special, but it was nice. Then Pearl was so much better. Then I tried Getaway, very different. It was amazing. There you go. You've done the different ships, and the newer ships are most interesting, aren't they, on NCL? They really are. Kelly Hassan, hey, D&G. Linda Lou, they better do away with the buffet to eliminate food waste. There you go, if you want to eliminate food waste. Blaine, speaking of Speedos, laugh it out loud. Vivian, hey, D&G. Tom Henry, which TWB shirt should I wear? Sexton, St. Thomas, Wake, or the Porthole? He's got them all. Oh man, I don't know. St. Thomas will be popular, I suppose, but the Sextant one is always a good one to wear. I don't know. Up to you there, Tom. Roger Leonard, have that right. Linda Lou, plates get piled. Kelly Haston, Sextant shirt. Sylvia, hey, Bruce and all. Yesterday in Greensboro, 62 and cloudy. Today, cold and crappy, 49 and raining. Yeah, it's winter. What are you gonna do? Vivian, Sexton, Tom, wear that shirt. Tom Henry, I wore my imitation Speedo on the Paracel today. Cool Jazz Porthole. Kelly Haston, I have the Sexton shirt too. There you go. Richard Rivera, hi Tom, from Puerto Rico, 80 degrees. Looking forward to my third cruise with Carnival in August. Right on, Richard. Fantastic. Tom Henry, but the camera and the crew was to take pics, which didn't work, so I just have the GoPro video. Blaine, too much buffet equals probably fitting into Speedo a day or two into the cruise. DNG, hi, Kelly Haston, Vivian Clark Knuckles. Vivian, I've seen people take plates piled high and eat a couple bites and then throw it away. Unbelievable. Cool Jazz. Hello, Sylvia. I'm sure you feel like a duck by now. Blaine, probably not. I meant DNG, hi, Blaine 07 and Tom Henry. Sylvia, hey, Tom, you looked like you were having fun ziplining. Whoever took the picture of you was very nice. Should be framed. Janie, I have no idea how you would police that. Are they going to have to start paying a la carte for all food? Well, Janie, that you just don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. I got to wonder. If you're on a Amsterdam and you've got a waiter and you want a third entree, and you ordered an entree, your wife's ordered an entree, the food comes and you're eating and you're kind of halfway done. And the waiter comes by and asks, how's it going? Are you enjoying your meal? Is everything fine? And you slip the waiter a $5 bill and say, do you think you could find me another one of those so-and-so entrees? I wonder if the waiter can find a way to get it to you without having to charge you the $10. I don't know. I'm not sure how sophisticated the ordering system is on Holland America. But something tells me if the bean counters are taking over, and I think they are, I'm going to bet you in the next year or two, the bean counter will get it to the point where the waiter won't be able to sneeze without permission from a computer screen first. He'll have to scan for permission to even do that. So we'll have to find out. We'll see how it all works out. But the old days are rapidly disappearing. It's a whole new world, and it may not be as pleasant as we remember it as the old world. Anyway, there you go. Blaine, hi there, D&G. Williams Travel, cruising Carnival Fantasy next month. Older ship was ported for fog last week. I hope it doesn't have issues. Got this because it's 13 newbies, 2 experienced cruisers, and much cheaper. There you go. Yeah. Guide them through it. Do the best you can. Hopefully it'll be a good time. Roger Leonard, Linda Lou, don't get me started. I still have nightmares from a chocoholic night. Yuck. Sylvia, cool. I feel like a beautiful swan. Laugh out loud. Cool Jazz, how could I miss that? My bad. Tom Henry, avoid the buffet just for that disgusting behavior. Dave Elner, remember my first cruise on SS Rotterdam. Lots of food and midnight buffets every night. D&G, hi there, Sylvia and Cool Jazz. Ron Scott, hi all. Cruising on the Celebrity Solstice to Alaska this June. Anyone been on the solstice lately? If so, how was it? Sylvia, cool, laughing my ass off. You're slipping on me. Tim Woody, I do miss midnight buffets. Cool Jazz, Tom Henry, the Bliss is leaving for Miami to LA. It is. Tim Woody, also ice sculptors, miss those. Cool Jazz, hello Derek, how are you doing? Linda Lou, I like the main dining room, normal portions and great service. Sylvia, D&G, hi there. Timothy, Rory, hi Bruce and group. Williams Travel. Linda Lou, Dell here, I like the main dining room too. Cool Jazz, Carnival was just cutting back on food in 2015. My cruise on the Dream food selection was awful. Vivian, oh, cool, not good. Tom Henry, yes, Cool Jazz, Miami to LA. They're going on that cruise. D&G, doing great, Cool Jazz. Thanks so much going on with channel plans for 19 and 20 right now. It's a little crazy. Linda Lou, don't like food cooked and held. Who knows how long, keeping it warm. Tom Henry, hi, D&G. Derek bought a Kincaid with Mickey and Minnie. Cool Jazz. Okay, Tom, I'm working on that encore trip. Craving Cruises. Hi, Bruce, and everyone. Hope everyone is having a great day out there. Thank you, Craving Cruises. Julie Garner. What? Catherine, I'm on a diet right now, planning to eat my way through the cruise. Laughing out loud. Sylvia saying hi, Linda Lou. Tom Henry. Note to Bruce: the Dawn is a great shop and vintage. It's a great ship and vintage 2001, and that's fantastic, Tom. I'm glad you love her. You've been on her a few times. You know that ship very well. Linda Lou, hi Sylvia. Vivian, laugh out loud. You go, Catherine. Graze away. Williams, Sylvia, love your channel. Dell, Roger Leonard, graze away. D&G, Catherine Hennis. Remember, it's all about the attitude. Just walk into the buffet with head held high and pile those plates up. Have some for me too. Vivian, I'm trying everything food-wise on Cunard. Sylvan, I love good food. Holland America serves better food than what I serve here. I can't remember ever ordering a second entree on any cruise. Go ahead and charge extra for the second entree. No sweat. He won't be ordering it. Tom Henry, Bruce needs to go on D&G Explorers Group Cruise. There you go. Sylvia, cool encore, huh? Sylvan, as long as they don't serve hot dogs, pizza, and burgers in the main dining room, I'm okay with the idea of not paying $10. D&G, Tom Henry, that would be a blast with traveling with Bruce. We could create a Speedo contest. Sylvan, I would have to think about that Speedo contest. Deb Gourmet, hi Bruce and everybody, late tonight, 33 Fahrenheit. Deb, you're just in time to hear about Speedos. That is 33 Fahrenheit, not below though. Thank God, not below 33. Thank goodness for that. Ron Scott, hi Bruce from Scarborough, Maine. 31 degrees out right now, heat wave. Things are a bit better. Williams Travel, low 60s in Georgia. D&G, Sylvan Force, it would be way better. It would better maybe it was way better before. Don't want people to get an upset stomach and hold us accountable. Roger Leonard, that becomes the norm. I'm out. Enough is enough. D&G, hi Deb, how are you? Linda Lou, on my first cruise in 1983, I overheard 2 older ladies asking each other, Are you on the 7 or on the 14th? I asked, what are you talking about? Was told you have plan 1 for each day on the ship. You have to plan one. You have to plan one number for each day of the ship. Are you on plan 7 or 14? I'm not even sure what that means, but sounds interesting. Deb, Holland America food is wonderful. Never have ordered a second entree, but I've ordered extra appetizers. Apparently, the extra appetizers are no extra charge, but the entrees are. It's the beginning of the end, though. Tim Woody, 80 right now in the Villages in Florida. Right on, Tim. Sylvan, I could charge fellow travelers for me not to parade around in a Speedo. Carl Yao, the upsetting. I enjoy trying all the food, and now they want to charge because I want to try something different. Not good. Yeah, it's unfortunate, isn't it? DNG, don't forget to hit the like button and support Bruce. What do you got there? 56 likes. Thank you. Ken Steinman, Carnival is $35 a person. Steakhouse, that's right. Bill Musselman, hopefully Virgin changes this. I think it's now 38 for Carnival. I think it went up. But I could be wrong. Wendy, lots of Florida people on here today. Catherine Hennessy, Sylvan, a Speedo will guarantee you a roommate in September. Laugh out loud. I don't know about that. Linda Lou, nice place to live, Tim. Leonard, Leandro, companies are also requesting a turnover on the end of the year. They renegotiate low prices, and on the end at the end of the turnover. Linda Lou, laughing out loud. Catherine, Sylvan, as a rule, I don't order a steak or lobster in the main dining room. I head to the specialty restaurants where the steaks and seafood are better. Nobody wants me unhappy with my steak or a lobster. Nobody wants me unhappy. Right on. Williams Travel, Chef's Table on Fantasy, 75 a person. It's the only specialty one on there. Linda Lou, oh my God, Sylvan, too funny. Linda Lou, best lobster I ever had was on Holland America. Deb Gourmet, D&G, hi, back at you. I'm doing well. Still too cold and much too much snow, but no complaints. How are you guys doing? Carl, the way they're going, they will price themselves out of the market, as today young adults will not have enough money to go on a cruise. Interesting. Sylvan, I have kept my boyish good looks, but not enough to wear flimsy Lycra swimwear. Hooray for knee-length swim shorts. D&G, Deb Gourmet, very good. Thanks. Just busy with a lot going on. Linda Lou, thanks for the reminder, D&G. I had forgotten my thumbs up. Cool Jazz, I might not stop cruising and do all-inclusive land travel. I might just do that. Cruising has changed so much. Tom Henry, Cool Jazz, it's the other stooge. How are you doing? You should have joined us. It's been great so far. D&G, hi, Linda Lou. Wendy Thompson, Tim, we are up at Fort McCoy. D&G, Traveling with Bruce, you're welcome. The donation was for your next Costco trip. Thank you again for your generous donation to my channel. You guys have been great. And I'm just so proud of you guys, how far you've come in only, 5 months since we started talking. I think the first time I talked to those guys, they were at 139 subscribers, something like that. Now, well over 1,000 subs and still growing. Beautiful. You guys keep up the great work. It's fantastic. Cool Jazz. Hey there, I enjoyed my steak last night. Glad you guys are having a great time. Tom Henry, D&G, hello. It's Paul Lucas. Just wanted to say hello, and I'm having a great time. Carl, laugh out loud. 32 in Toronto. Margie, hey Bruce, hi Margie. Deb is saying hi, Cool Jazz. I saw you in Paul and Tom's window on Facebook today. That's right, he's there. If you want to see what Cool Jazz looks like, you got to go to the Facebook group page. You'll see a photo of him in the window in Tom Henry and Paul Wilgis's cabin. They're taking him with them, and it's fantastic. They posted a photo of me yesterday on their computer as I was doing my show yesterday with the sea in the background. Gotta love that. Deb Gourmet says, sure looks like you're having a wonderful time too. D&G, Tom Henry, Paul, we were worried and making bets that Tom had hidden you in the closet. Glad you guys are having a great time. Cool Jazz, I was Deb. Tom Henry, D&G, I'll laugh out. He did try to shove me overboard though. Deb, Tom Henry, glad you enjoyed the parasailing. Did Paul want to go up too? Tom Henry's laughing out. G&G, Tom Henry laughing out loud. Ken Steinman, hanging out on Carnival Fascination March 17th. Any tips or comments for this ship? Well, it's been around a while. It's a veteran. It's a workhorse of the line. It's been redone a number of times. They've refurbished it a number of times. Ken, check out the spa. That's my recommendation to you. Check out the spa. Tom Henry, Deb, this is Paul. And yes, I did go up as well, and I loved it. D&G, Tom Henry, will there be any videos coming from this cruise? Carol, congrats on 17,000 Bruce. Thank you, Carol. Deb, Tom Henry, Paul, glad to hear. We really loved it also. D&G, I believe Kelly Hassan is from Florida, question mark. Carol, it's 77 in Baton Rouge. Oh, Carol, you're killing me. Kelly Hassan, yeah, Pensacola, can't believe Bruce forgot. Sorry, Kelly, 17,000 subscribers every day, and they keep coming in, and I'm trying to stay up on top of it, do the best I can. Tom Henry, gas in St. Thomas, $3.49 for a U.S. gallon, yeah. Auntie Jane, hello, Bruce, and TWB family, and D&G, and Tom Henry, everybody. First cruise coming up, but changes to the ship. Now going on the Majestic Princess in November. Exciting. Auntie Jane, you're getting ready to go on your very first cruise. Auntie Jane is in New Zealand, everybody. One of our favorites, and so great that you popped in to see us at whatever hour it is for you. Fantastic. November, it's coming. D&G. Hi, Auntie Jane. Where is your cruise going, Tom Henry? Hi, Auntie Jane from Tom and Paul. Auntie Jane, D&G out of Sydney, around Australia, 8 days. Not far from home, but I am not complaining. Right on. Hi to Paul. Hope you boys are enjoying your trip. So great to see your feedback. She is following you, I'm sure, on Facebook group page too. D&G, Andy Jane will also be on the cruise in November too on the Disney Fantasy. Can't wait to hear how your cruise is going to go. Andy Jane, yay, D&G, good one. I see your cruise, your group cruise coming up next year. Sounds very exciting. I may email you. But is there a what is it, 17 at the end of the email address? She's wondering. Carl, 3.8 gallons in Toronto, not too bad. 3.8 gallon in Toronto. Tom Henry, anyone know Bruce's waist size? The waist size? I need a gift for him. Bruce's waist size is not tiny. It's a little larger than Bruce would like to admit, because Bruce kind of enjoys those biscuits and gravy. If he gets the opportunity, he chomps on those. So yeah, Brucey used to be a 32-inch waist when he was a teeny boy, a 20-something. But those decades are well behind Bruce now. Bruce is up there. As a matter of fact, this Speedo here that our friend Peter Heckema sent me, this Speedo here, I think it was an extra large was the size. Was that right? And even that's too small. This one is, though, this is a large. There's no way a large works for me. It's got to be XL at least, or double XL to kind of hang on. Yeah, that cuts off circulation to very, very sensitive areas. We can't go any further than that. Have we gone too far already? Maybe. Cool Jazz, try 46, Tom. Oh, that might be a bit large. D&G, Auntie Jane, yes, I gave the wrong email on the live show. It ends in 17@gmail.com. Okay, Tom Henry, I tried to call today. Bruce wouldn't take my call. That's right. I don't recognize the number. I don't pick it up. That old Vinny is here. Hi from St. Louis. How you doing? Deb Guimet, has anyone been on the Celebrity Summit lately? If so, how was it? Carl, I think MSC has the best prices right now. Haven't been on, so I'd like to know what people think. People are booking the MSC Seaside right now for the low 600s for a one-week cruise with balcony, free drinks and Wi-Fi thrown in. That's how cheap they are right now on the Seaside. Cool Jazz. Deb, Summit just is in dry dock, I think, or just coming out of it. Tom Henry, goodbye, everyone. Time for dinner. Go and eat, Tom. Enjoy. Sherry, hi, Bruce. Hey, gang. Hi there, Sherry. Awesome. Auntie Jane, okay, D&G, thanks. You may have 1,000 emails not reaching you because no 17, haha. I put it back out there for everyone, haha. Sherry, hello, D&G. Carol, heading out to get a phone fixed. Right on. Deb Gourmet, Cool Jazz, we've been eyeing a cruise out of New York on May the 26th. Wonder when it gets out. Linda Lou, oops, I was talking about 7 pounds and 14 pounds. 1 pound a day. Oh, that's what you're talking about. The 1983 cruise, they're asking, are you on the 7 or are you on number 14? How many pounds have you gained on the cruise? Oh my God, that's how good the food was. I see you. Okay, Linda. I'm sure messed that up. Linda, thank you for telling me. That's great. Sherry, bracing ourselves for more snow in St. Louis. Oh no. D&G, Annie Jane, LOL, I doubt that, but we have correct one in the description and we'll announce on our weekly live shows. That should cover my senior moment. Sherry, I'm so ready for spring. Mr. Grumpy, has a cruise ship ever had engine trouble in the middle of the Pacific? I don't know, Mr. Grumpy. I'm trying to think of anyone in the last little while. Nothing is popping into my mind at the moment. I'm kind of thinking that cruise lines that run the Pacific are going to run their newer ships, not their older clunkers. But that's just my take on it. My guess. D&G, traveling with Bruce, thank you. You've been such a great supporter of us, guys. It's been my pleasure. Sherry, awesome. Hi there, Linda Lou. Hi, Deb. D&G, hi there, Sherry. Debbie Moser may just start doing staycations here in Vegas. Cruise lines need to stop with the cost cutting and listen to their guests. Sherry, happy Friday, everybody. Sherry, hello, Cool Jazz, and Tom Henry. Kelly Hasna, hi there, Sherry. Cool Jazz, hi, Sherry. Tim Woody, the very first cruise I ever took was on the MS Starward in 1982. It was built in '68. And just went out of service in 2018 as the Orient Queen, 13,000 tons and around 600 passengers when we sailed on her. Wow, that's a blast from the past now, isn't it? Those ships don't exist anymore. Sherry, hello, Kelly. Hello, that old biddy from St. Louis. Also, D&G, Sherry, awesomes. How was that cruise? Linda Lou, hi, Sherry. How's St. Louis today? That old biddy, hi, Sherry. Deb Gourmet, dinner time. Have a good night, everybody. I have caught up on all of my messages. Took a while. 60 thumbs ups have come in today. Thank you, everybody, for that. Sherry, the cruise was fantastic, but way too short. There you are. Thank you for hanging around, guys, to join me for tonight's show. I'm on tomorrow at 2 o'clock for my Saturday show. Whatever cruise news is going on, I'll have some trivia, and we'll have some fun then. Sherry, cold and snowy is what she's saying in St. Louis. That's what it is. Yuck! It's winter. I appreciate all your comments. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for giving me thumbs ups on my videos and my live shows like this one. Really do appreciate it. Please check out the 2 videos I uploaded today. Hope you enjoy them. Hope you find them useful. Hope you give them thumbs up. And if you can share them, that would be fantastic. I'm going to relax now and get this video posted, this live show posted on the channel, and keep an eye out for any other news that's going on. Get ready for tomorrow afternoon's show. Again, thank you one and all for joining me today. Have a pleasant evening. If you don't join me tomorrow, have a great weekend. We'll see everybody on Monday's live show at 5 o'clock. And thanks again for all of your encouragement, supports, comments, and everything else. The Steamer has commented, hey, thank you, Steamer. How you doing there, buddy? Welcome to the show. I'm just ending it up. You'll have to catch a rerun. Thank you all. Have a pleasant evening. Stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy. This was March the 1st, 2019, and we have completed the Friday edition of Traveling with Bruce Live. And have a good one, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.